Long live rock here at the Rock and Roll Tiki Bar. Really great music there, Lizzie. You make me dizzy, Miss Lizzie. That's the way you play that song. That's the way you do it. You play it hard. And in the words of Alice Cooper, play it like today will be your last. And here's a girl that I met, a young girl, 20 years old from North Carolina, and I see something in her. You're going to hear more about her, I'm sure. This is her version. This is Abby Kay with Highway to Hell. Highway to Hell, Abby Kay, and she's recording some tracks down in Nashville. And I want to play this one for Lindsay. He's enjoying this one. This is Our Town's Stereo Love with Crazy Town.
Once upon a time, on Hollywood and Vine, came with a dream. I was only 16. I to be a star. Ah, and on and on and on and on. We'll be rocking around, up and down, in this crazy town. Ah, and on and on and on and on. Gonna live fast and never die on this crazy ride.
Hell yeah, crazy town. And I'm telling you, they're the greatest rock and roll sisters since Ann and Nancy Wilson. Yeah, Jules Steele there on live vocals, great guitar, and that bass solo just gets me. I love Lula. I gotta tell you, I love her bass playing style. She rocks. Great sisters. Dad is on the drums, and I'll never forget when I first met Judd and him telling me, you know how to start a great rock and roll band? You breed one. And that he did. And we love that crazy town here at the Rock and Roll Tiki Bar. Saying hello to all our friends from around the world. You know, you can listen to us here at C4OC Radio. Hopefully you're listening. And you can also check us out on my YouTube channel, youtube.com, C4OCradio.com. Check us out there. We can interact, and you can be with me here at the beach, checking out some of the scenery if you're around the world. We're also broadcasting to you from the Global Enlightenment Radio Network, a division of iHeartRadio, RevRadioVegas.com, and of course, you know, you can always catch me here at C4OCRadio.net. And we're very happy and thrilled that you enjoy meeting me here at the Tiki, tuning in on a Friday. And don't forget, we've got the Crows show on Saturday. Really get the party in full swing. And as you know, tomorrow's the Bash at the Beach. Want you to come down there and meet me and listen to some great bands. Bring mom down. It's a rockin' Mother's Day weekend. So we're hoping to see you down there tomorrow. Also want to give a shout out here to NorCal Designs. NorCal Designs, on-site video services. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my favorite pizza joint, A Slice of New York. And anyone who knows me knows, you know, the one problem with living in California and LA is you can't get good pizza. But I'm telling you the secret here near Zach's Cove and Rock and Roll Tiki Bar here at the beach, A Slice of New York. It's a slice of heaven. It tastes as close as you're going to get. Close your eyes and be there on the Manhattan Islands. Be there on Staten Island, my old stomping ground. Love that. Love everybody on that island. I tell people it's a little tropical island off Manhattan. And here's one for you guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy. This is Buck Cherry's Tight Pants.
Hey, you see those tight pants? Yeah. Over there, you see those tight pants? Yeah. Doing it. Ow. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. When you move, when you shake, sometimes it's more than I can take. From your face down to your toes, there's something I think you should know. I love your tight pants, tight pants. I like the way that you bust up the seams when you wiggle that thing. So work it till it's hard, pack it with a thong when you put your tight pants on. There's a spark, there's a splash every time that you shake your ass. When you walk, I know you know your tight pants gonna steal the show. I love your tight pants, tight pants. I like the way that you bust up the seams when you wiggle that thing. Yeah. I like your tight pants, tight pants. I like the way that you swing like a beat, 'cause you're every man's dream. So work it till it's hard, back it with a thong when you put your tight pants on. Don't you feel proud when you take 'em down, baby? You're not fucking around. I'm gonna last with that sweet ass, picture perfect hourglass. I wanna get in your tight pants. 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 I like your tight pants, tight pants. I like the way that you bust up the seams when you wiggle that thing. Yeah. I like your tight pants, tight pants. I like the way that you swing like a beat, 'cause you're every man's dream. So don't you feel proud when you take 'em down, baby? You're not fucking around. Tight pants.
Hell yeah, tight pants, and that's the way we like it here at the Rock and Roll Tiki Bar. We want the Beach Bunnies wearing their tight pants, or your tight pants in the evening, or bikinis during the day. We certainly enjoy the Beach Bunny action here at the Rock and Roll Tiki Bar. Certainly adds to the atmosphere, and we're planning on having this summer a mask burning party. I welcome everybody to come on down. We're going to burn these freaking masks at a bonfire that's going to be so big you could see it from outer space. I can't wait. You're going to stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, we have the Bash at the Beach tomorrow, noontime, free admission. Come on down. Motor Gun Hotel, Brass Knuckle Voodoo, Anxious Annie, White Hot Red, and we're going to play you some Motor Gun Hotel right now. This is Pay the Price.
She's got a silver wallet and a pretty little life's mess. Call her if you want it. She's always selling everything she gets. She's going all night, yeah, into the day. When she turns around, it's taken away, 'cause she's got a little habit, and it ain't going away. All she ever wanted was a new
Hey there, Motor Gun Hotel. Pay the price right there. We're real excited to bring you the bash at the beach, and I'm gonna play another one from Motor Gun Hotel here, and this one's called "I'll Never Forget You Remembered."
I never knew what love could do until I met you for the first time. And now I see how it could be if I would only settle down. But I just keep on pushing myself away. I wanna reach out and touch you. I wanna feel you right now. I don't know what is holding me back from finding you out. Smoke-filled rooms, easy tunes. Just sit back and relax on a Sunday afternoon. And I'll never forget you, remember. It was days like those that I enjoyed the most. And I'll just keep on pushing on down that road. I wanna reach out and touch you. I wanna feel you right now. I don't know what is holding me back from finding you out, girl. I wanna reach out and touch you. I wanna feel you right now. I don't know what is holding me back from finding you out. I wanna reach out and touch you. I wanna feel you right now. I don't know what is holding me back from finding you out, girl. I wanna reach out and touch you. I wanna feel you right now. I don't know what is holding me back from finding you out.
Motor Gun Hotel there with "I'll Never Forget You Remembered." And we're real excited for the Bash at the Beach. One of my favorite bands on the Orange County scene, Motor Gun Hotel. And I see Jimmy shimmying up to the bar. Jimmy, what are you having?
Shot of Crown and a Stella.
Oh, there you have it, a shot of Crown and Stella. Well, we'll be bringing that right up for you. And I just want to know, of course, are you excited about the Bash at the Beach tomorrow?
Yeah, man. First show back since this whole the whole COVID thing happened. So excited.
First show back, huh? That's great. That's great. We can't wait to see you perform. So you guys have been rehearsing this week?
Yeah, man. Rehearsing new tunes and looking forward to playing them all for you guys.
Oh, that's great. What time are you guys going on? I know the music starts at noon. What time is your band going on?
3:30.
Okay, we're looking forward to that. And you guys, what has it been, a year or more that you've been playing live?
exactly a year since the end of April. We played the Viper Room,
Oh.
and that was our last show.
There you go. That was right before lockdown, huh?
Yep, right before, man. It was crazy because we were out on a run up the West Coast, and our last show of that tour was in Sacramento. And I remember there was some talk from our management saying that show may get canceled due to this COVID-19 thing. And I'm going, what the fuck? And we ended up playing that night, luckily. But right after that, it was straight back to, straight back home. So.
Straight down it. And we here at the Tiki Bar, we're drinking Quarantinis. That's a martini that you drink all by yourself during that plandemic. And I'm excited to be. I'm going to be throwing this summer the Burn the Mask bonfire at the beach, and we're going to let everyone tune in for that. Hopefully, we'll get some bands to play. But like I said, real excited. There's nothing that beats a good rock show at the beach. Kind of like those old beach bash movies. Come on, gang, we're going to the beach.
Yeah, no, that's one hell of a time for sure. But this show was supposed to go down in April, just last month. Actually, it was rescheduled twice, so that was supposed to be a venue on the beach and in Huntington, and then it got switched over, so we're playing Old World, the Beer Garden, tomorrow.
The Beer Garden. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, on the beach.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm so excited. And like I said, you guys are I'm not just blowing smoke, taking a toke and blowing smoke here. I love you guys. You're one of my favorite bands in the area. How long have you guys been together?
Since we recorded our first EP in 2007, that was in Nashville. I ended up writing a song called Motor Glen Hotel in 2005, and
right.
I knew right away. I was like, oh, that's the band name. So I had another band at the time and disbanded that and started Motor Gun shortly after. Wound up in Nashville, Tennessee, recorded a EP out there, and that was 2007. So I call it about 2007.
Cool. Now I've heard Nashville has become quite the rockin' little town there. It's not just all about cowboys and country hats anymore.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a rock town for sure. Along with the whole lineage of country music, but yeah, no, it's been great out there as well. Up until the whole COVID thing, and then it kind of shut down, of course, like everywhere else.
Yeah, the world shut down. Do you remember there was a scene in one of the Avenger movies where all the superhero Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man comes out and goes, "Not today, the Earth is closed." And that's the way I felt for a while there. It was like, what do you mean the Earth is closed? I mean, but again, go ahead.
Maybe he knew something we didn't.
Well, that COVID little shit can be what they call it, a little invisible monster, and not for nothing. If you watch some of these sci-fi shows and shit, your imagination can run wild with you. As far as if you were putting that in a Hollywood movie, what it would look like. But in my opinion, it was nothing more and we're here at the Rock and Roll Tiki Bar, and I don't want to stir up conspiracy theories, but I'm not having any of it. I'm not getting no vaccine. I remember the Twilight Zone, the old Twilight Zone. Remember How to Serve Man? Wait, it's a cookbook. I don't know. I ain't going for that shit. I ain't trusting that little prick myself.
To each his own, but you know what? Yeah, I play rock and roll, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Exactly. And like I said, we're back in the 60s. The girls used to burn their bras, and I want to have a Burn the Mask bonfire. So stay tuned for that. But tomorrow, real excited to have you guys. And you guys said they're going to have some new tunes. Can you tell me the names of your new tunes?
Yeah, I could tell you one of them called Off That Train, and I wrote that song just before, right before, I started working on it before the pandemic, right before it, and I developed it, and it'll be played for the first time tomorrow.
Wow, great. I'm looking forward to that. Really, as I've mentioned to you, we've crossed paths before, and I've told you how much I admire the band and love some of your music. I'm always playing you here at the Rock and Roll Tiki Bar, and I'm so glad to be, I'm going to be down there emceeing the show and bringing you guys on. I brought you guys on, at Gallagher's, I think, about a year and a half, 2 years ago on PCH. Yeah, that was a great show. I think you guys played with Jet Boy, or no? Was it Jet Boy or?
Yeah, it could have been.
It was. It was Mickey Finn, good friend of mine. Mickey Finn from Jet Boy was playing that night, and you guys opened up. It was a great gig there at the beach. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's you guys, Motor Gun Hotel, Brass Knuckle Voodoo, Anxious Annie just dropped a new song, Hollywoodland. I'm going to play that up next. White Hot Red is always great. 77 RPM I've not seen, but excited about that. The Kiwanis Dudes. And I'm excited about this beer garden. I'm picturing a Willy Wonka chocolate river kind of a thing, the beer garden with a beer waterfall and such. But it's a great place. Have you ever been over there to Old World?
Yeah, man. When I was, in my early 20s, that place has been there for years. But, yeah, I've been there for the Oktoberfest. Great time. Great place, great venue. Amazing.
That's the best over there at Oktoberfest. But again, we're going to ring the beach in with style, and we're real excited to, kind of have you guys tomorrow. I always like Pay the Price. Can you tell me a little bit about, I see in the videos and stuff, you have a female drummer on Pay the Price.
Yeah, that, she was in the band for, 4 years, and, she recorded that 2007 EP when we flew out to Nashville. Okay. Ended up playing the Sunset Strip Music Festival in 2009, and then Tom Zutot, who was our former manager, he was out there and ended up putting us out on tour. We shared a bus with Green Jelly, and that's where I met our mutual friend, my previous bass player, Brian Beckman.
Right.
And so through the course of that tour, she ended up, she got to see the rock and roll lifestyle firsthand and wasn't really so into it after that tour. So
understood. That was a great tour, and that's where we kind of crossed paths because the fabulous Miss Wendy was on that tour, and that was a great rock and roll tour, and I loved working with her, and she's got some great music. Maybe you could tell us a story or two from the tour.
Yeah, one that pops into my brain, right away is Niagara Falls. We were playing a venue called Cahonie's, and it's about 100 yards from Niagara Falls, walking distance for sure. And we ended up playing and had a great time. She, had a great set, and Green Jelly. Actually, Brian and I was playing guitar for Green Jelly, and singing backup vocals, and it was an amazing night, a lot of fun. Me and Brian ended up, after our show, walking down to Niagara Falls, and I remember sitting on the side of the cliff, and Brian's going, "Hey man, you gotta stay behind the ropes," and I started laughing. Yeah, just kind of hung out, getting the overspray from the falls, and it was super fun.
That's pretty cool. I'm a big waterfall fan. That's one of the greatest waterfalls ever. I mean, it really cool.
It blew my mind. Yeah, me too. I grew up surfing, traveling and competitively surfing, and I love, waves of all sizes, but big wave surfing especially, but going to Niagara Falls was extremely humbling. It was some serious power. It reminded me a lot of the ocean.
Very cool. And, back in the day, I guess people used to go over it in a barrel.
Yeah, that's right. I ended up YouTubing it after that tour and seeing people build, makeshift little capsules that would go over that. That's crazy.
Oh, man. How rock and roll is that? That's pretty wild.
Right?
Great
Yeah,
story.
good
Great.
times.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm going to play a song by you guys, Leave It All Behind. This is a live version of Leave It All Behind. And, yeah, everyone come on down. That's in Huntington Beach, Old World, tomorrow. 12 o'clock, the music starts. Free admission, Motor Guns Hotel. Thanks so much for meeting me here at the Tiki. I appreciate you, bro. This is Leave It All Behind. Leave It All Behind, Motor Gun Hotel. Real excited to see them tomorrow at the Bash at the beach. Also looking very forward to seeing Anxious Annie. This is going to be off the hook, and this is brand new. This is Hollywoodland. Anxious Annie right there, and they'll be playing tomorrow at the Bash at the Beach. Looking so forward to seeing them. Looking forward to everybody coming on down. We heard from Motor Gun Hotel, and if you were listening last week, we were checking out Brass Knuckle Voodoo, who's going to be there tomorrow. And this is a song I really like by them called Cadillac.
got a brand new Cadillac. She found the life and she never coming back. Find yourself a friend, you need a protection. It's a real show life, I hope you get some affection. There's such a many paths I gotta follow. Can't live in the pain, darkness and sorrow. Cause you see, it'll still be me tomorrow.
Brass Knuckle Voodoo right there with Cadillac. Hope you enjoyed that. We're bringing you the sounds at the surf here at the Rock and Roll Tiki Bar at Zach's Cove on C4OC Radio. Real excited to bring you the Bash at the Beach. And I'll see you there tomorrow, noon till 7, free admission all day. Don't forget to mark your calendar for June 19th. Stages, Project Denny Ray, Tim Saxton in the room, and Atomic 44. We're just having a grand old time. So glad you could stop in and share a drink with me here at the Rock and Roll Tiki Bar. Looking forward to partying this weekend. And hey, I'd kind of be remiss if I didn't mention someone passed away. I think she was 98 years old, Billie Hayes. She was Witchy Poo in the Puffin' Stuff series. And by the way, she was also in The Monkees. She played a hillbilly kind of a nanny in a Monkees episode, hillbilly something. But I was fortunate enough to get together with her in Beverly Hills. And some of you that have been over here at the Rock and Roll Tiki Bar know that I have Freddie the Flute, and he's sitting next to me on my desk. I am the witch that wound up. She was the witch always trying to get it, and she actually handed it to me in Beverly Hills. And I'm so proud that he sits on my desk. But I'm going to play something from Puffin' Stuff just because we know she's looking down from her great vroom vroom in the sky. And appreciate you, Billie Hayes. This is Zap the World. Hell yeah, and rest in peace, Billie Hayes, and brought a fabulous witch to life. So glad you could meet me here at the Tiki Bar. Let me freshen up everybody's drink. We enjoy supporting rock and roll in the community and around the globe. And just so you guys know, sharing is caring. Support your bands. If you hear somebody here that you like that I play, or on any of our great shows throughout the week. We're here for you 24/7, and you can turn the radio on, and you've got no corporate overlords here telling us what we can and can't play. But again, support local bands. That's really the lifeblood of making the scene. And I so appreciate Denny Ray, the Denster, for giving us a platform to do that. Now, not all bands out there, support each other. That's another no-no, if you will. We support everybody, and you kind of, if you support each other, remember that old saying, one hand washes the other? Well, don't be, letting your band get all the attention. You got to spread it around, share the love, because it is indeed a labor of love for us to bring you some of the great rock and roll music we do, and we really enjoy it, but it's a lot of hard work here. And one of the local bands that I really enjoy here, and they wound up using me as your tiki bartender in this video, which I really think you should check out if you've never seen it. This is Hard in a Rock Place, Brat Prince.